What an amazing game we just witnessed. Two really good teams. I think that they definitely were, two of the four best remaining teams. That was a great game. But the sad thing is, James Franklin, he's cursed. He just can't get the big one, and he can't make it to the big game. It's just always something ends up happening. He's got Drew Aller out there. This guy doesn't turn the ball over. He has 50-something touchdowns. And before that last pick, he had 9 interceptions for his whole career. That's amazing. And at the end, in the fourth quarter, late, that last drive, before the last drive that they had, he panicked. He just panicked. There was about, 2 minutes left, a little bit under 2 minutes, and they got the ball back. And what does Drew Aller do? He throws it across his body, across the middle, and panics and throws the interception. That was really the difference in the game because that was Penn State's first turnover. Notre Dame already had 2 interceptions. Riley Leonard threw 2 picks already. I just couldn't believe that he panicked. He saw the blitzing linebacker coming, and he just threw it. He just tossed it up across his body, across the field, and the guy picked it. Great catch by the Notre Dame corner. But I was just shocked watching it, like, no way he just threw this. I just kept thinking, no way, no way, no way he just threw this. And poor James Franklin, he just looked in disbelief like this can't be happening again. I lost the big game again. How many years in a row? And now he's going to have to hear it from the media. Now he's going to have to hear it from everyone. It was just a tough game. It was a really good game, really, really good game. But for some reason, up in Happy Valley, the coach there, James Franklin, for Penn State, he just can't win the big one. And until he does, I'm officially saying that he's cursed. I think he's cursed because, you don't see coaches not able to get to the championship, with his team was very talented. I think, to me, Penn State had a little bit more talent than Notre Dame. They had a little bit more talent, but they just couldn't get it done. Riley Leonard, he really managed the game well, and he had his mistakes earlier, than Drew Aller. Drew Aller had his mistakes at the end, and you can see that fourth quarter mistake was 10 times as painful and 10 times as bad as those other 2 interceptions. His 1 interception was way more costly than the 2 interceptions Riley Leonard threw. And that's because of time and score, and that's what Tom Brady was so good at. And that I think a lot of quarterbacks don't have. They need to learn how to be better game managers. And it's just so crazy that happened to Drew Aller because before this game, to me, he was the best game manager in college football. He doesn't turn the ball over. He never has crazy stats. He's pretty consistent with his play. They run the ball. He throws to the tight end. He throws the check down. He's sound mechanically. He's everything you usually want back there. He was the guy that I would have wanted in that situation because I was thinking, oh, okay, the last thing Drew Aller's going to do right here is force a pass and throw an interception. And it's crazy because that's exactly what happened. He forced the pass and he threw the interception. And I really thought, wow, just the luck of the Irish. You see, the luck of the Irish. They really have some pretty good luck. And now they're going to their second championship. The second championship in 12 years? Because they went to the championship in 2013 with Everett Golston and Matt Taiteo and his catfish girlfriend. So congratulations to Notre Dame. Riley Leonard, I really like how he plays. I really like that he comes in the game and he's physical. And he runs over guys and he fights for those extra yards. He plays hard. He plays the game like it should be played. He gives his all out there on the field, and he's not scared to take contact. He's not scared to get hurt. I'm pretty sure he was concussed earlier in the game, and I'm pretty sure the star tight end for Penn State was concussed earlier in the game too, and both of them continued playing because if they actually took guys out for concussions, then you would have to stop the game every play and take people out. But yeah, Riley Leonard, he's played all those games. He found a way to win that game. And it was truly impressive, gritty performance. Jordan Love, the running back, I think his name, I don't think Jordan Love, is that his name? Something Love. He's not Jordan Love because that's quarterback for the Packers. But he was running so hard. That touchdown he had where the defender was hanging off him and he finished the run. Wow, what a run. Like, that was really, really impressive. It was impressive seeing how big and physical both these teams were. And it really shows the transfer in college football that I think is going to start happening in NFL. I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of these teams are more run-oriented, more physical, more hard-nosed than, spreading it out, throwing the ball 50 times like they were a few years ago, scoring all these high points. This was really a defensive game until late. And, the biggest play in the game was a defensive play. It was an interception. So it really shows that I feel like football is going to go back more to that meat and potatoes, go back to more big linemen, winning the line of scrimmage, having running backs like Zeke Elliott. I remember the year he took Ohio State to the championship and won. He really carried the team on his back. Michigan, the last few years, you see that's all they do. They run that ball. They run. They're big up front, and they just out-physical you. And it's kind of nice to see that, the running backs being a little more valued, the running backs being more used. They said, Penn State, I don't know if they even had a catch by a receiver. I know late into the third, they still hadn't had a catch by a receiver. That was a problem that Penn State has. They just didn't have the weapons besides the tight end at receiver. And while Notre Dame didn't have like a star receiver, they had guys step up and make catches when needed. But they really just were relying on the run game. And then, they threw their passes that needed. Really, Penn State and Notre Dame were the perfect matchup because they play the same and they both have the same strength. They both have running games. They both have good defenses. They both are good in the trenches. And they both have veteran quarterbacks that are both very, good and very well acclimated to playing in college. So I thought it was a perfect matchup. And I thought that this game couldn't have turned out any better. It was fun and exciting to watch. I mean, if you're a Penn State fan, that's heartbreaking. As a Florida State fan, I would rather go 2-10 than lose like that. Lose right before the championship game by a couple points. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts. And the way you lost, the interception and all that, it's just like, man, what a tough way to lose, My heart's out to the Penn State fans. They had a great year. I don't know if, this is too controversial, but you got to think about, I know James Franklin has done great, but is he ever going to win the big game? Is he ever going to get it done? Do you think about, a coaching change? Maybe a guy like a Mike Vrabel, he would fit perfectly for that Penn State system. And maybe he could get over the hump and win the big game and get y'all to the championship and win a championship. He kind of reminds me like a Jim Harbaugh style, hard nosed. He's a former NFL linebacker. He's going to come bring toughness, bring grit. And that's what you need in the Big Ten. That's what you need in the cold. But shocking. Drew Allard threw that interception. But now, Notre Dame's on. Congrats to them. They're going to be ready to play in the championship. They'll play either Ohio State or Texas. I definitely think Ohio State wins that. It'll be exciting to see if Texas doesn't make it, it'll be exciting to see a non-SEC championship. That'd be the first time in a while. So that'll be cool. It's cool to see other teams win the championship that haven't won in a long time. That'll be cool to see. But all right, guys, I just want to give my opinion on this game and my opinion on James Franklin and how he's cursed. Let me know what y'all think about the game. It's Bias Sports. I'm out.